Wow, and welcome to a very warm polytunnel. I say very warm, what is it, 34 degrees. I've seen it up to 46 last year, so could be a lot worse. Been down this morning, but then I had to rush home early to get to the loo. It's 3 miles away my home, so not an easy task. But anyway, I'm feeling a bit better now. So I was missing the allotment, so I had to get back down just to do a bit of a bit of weeding probably, and a bit of watering. Can't help but look at these strawberries. I do love this time of year. What we've got here, we've got another one there, look at those. They're all dotted all over the place. I've got more over here, and I don't think it's going to be as good inside the tunnel this year as last year, but we never know. Just don't know. I think the plants were a lot bigger, and one thing that could be the reason why they're not so good is that because they've been in these pots from last year, it could be all the goodness is out. Now I have fed them a couple of times, but I think that's possibly the reason. But I'm going to leave him for the moment. I have got those big buckets, these down here. Got plenty of those, so all these strawberries could be potted into those big ones, but we'll leave that till later in the season. These were some petunias I'd left over, so I've potted those up. Ooh, and these these are what I picked this morning. Don't know whether I've got any. I don't know whether they're going to recover or not. They were from the loganberries, and they're self-setted in the ground, and I've potting them up. It might be too warm in here for them. No loss anyway. I'll just see. They'll either survive or they won't. I'm not too fussed. And from this morning, I've got activity on the cucumber side. Just look at that. We have got a couple coming through in that one. I can see another one. Well, they're courgettes. Oh, we've got a courgette there. Another one there. So the cucumbers and the courgettes in here are coming through. And on the seedling side, we've got Garden's Delight. Plenty of those coming up. I'm not even going to pronounce it because I'm useless, so I'll just show you the name. And if you zoom out, you can see, and that's that particular one. You probably recognise some of these names. These were in the Lucky Dip from Sutton's. That one. Nothing happening on my rhubarb side, so we'll see. I know that takes longer to germinate. Nothing happening on these either. On the tomatoes, money makers, got plenty of those coming through. Kohlrabi are growing nicely. You know, I've never used these things before, and to be honest with you, not really having a great deal of luck. I did have the covers on, I've taken them off. I can see we've got one in here which is a pansy, and that's all that's grown. Got something else growing in here which could be lobelia, I don't know, I'm not sure, but a bit of a disaster. Cosmos, there's only one come through in here. sure what I've done wrong there, but it's still early days. Ah, and we've got more sweet peas coming through. Look at those. How wonderful. Moving on down here, the zinnias are growing nicely. I've got several different varieties I'm growing, and these are African marigolds, French marigolds, no sorry, African again, and more zinnias. If I take it over here, the cucumbers are coming through. More zinnias. Sweet peas growing very nicely. So we've got plenty of those for this year. And more tomatoes, red pearl. Wow. Got plenty of those, haven't I? Oh, the strawberries on here. This morning I gave the main crop of strawberries outside another feed, so we'll see what difference that makes, but they're not looking too bad. I've also filled in all these empty spots, which basically what had happened is the weeds had overtaken, and I took the whole lot out and started again. Because of the sheer number of strawberries I've got, it doesn't matter if I waste a few, if I change my mind, because this plot, I'm undecided whether I'm going to take them up at the end of in the autumn, or whether to leave it for another year. We'll see how things go. They've been in 3 years, but the black stuff's, now this is the striped weed colour stuff. You can't see the stripes now, but it's wearing. Well, you can see this was later put down, this on the side here, but this is what happens. It starts to deteriorate. Can you see that? Same here. So the thing around that is to have this stuff down, but cover it with bark or something. Do it that way. That's the only thing I can think of. Unless you're prepared to replace it every few years. I mean, I suppose it's not that costly. You can get cheaper off the net than what I paid. I think I paid £60 for a roll, 2 metre wide, 50 metre long, and this bit here probably takes well, a bit hard to say, maybe 3, it's probably 3 sheets, well, it's 5 metres, probably used about 20 metres on this. Got all these strawberry rhubarb plants down here. I'm not sure what to do with them. You know, in my state of dreaming, I have this thing about, oh, I could sell some, you know, and then it could help pay for other things on the allotment, but it never kind of works out that way. You know, it's more just a hobby. You know, I haven't got the social side behind me to market my things. Being a shy person as I am, apart from on YouTube. So this morning I actually weeded under the loganberry, and that was where all those new plants came from. What I've got to do now is this part here. This never really took off. I don't know what was in here. It was probably an autumn raspberry, but there's something else in there as well. Some sort of I don't know whether it's some sort of shrub Could be elderberry or something, I don't know. But this lot I want to take all up. I'm going to take this these posts out. I'll just take that all down, fold the wire away. I'm going to start again. I'm going to get this all dug out. I will pot on these, or I'll take these out anyway initially. I assume that the autumn raspberries, and probably then replant them. They'll take the chance. Well, that's my job. I don't know whether I'm going to start on that now actually. I could do. I think I might. Feel a lot better once that, and then I've got to go in around the rhubarb. I never did actually get around to clearing this last year. Same with the other patch over there. That never got de-weeded either. I never got around to digging around there. And I'm still undecided what to do, whether to dig this or this rhubarb up later, in the summer, and use the ground for something else. I do like a stick of rhubarb, but it's a little bit too much, and it's getting too much for my mum to do all the cooking and that. She struggles a bit now, and I haven't got the time to do everything. I have to look after them, do the plot, do the odd computer job. I haven't got time to do baking and that sort of thing. So we'll have to see. You can see the raspberries have continued to grow, looking quite good, and all the fruit trees are well in flower, including the pear tree over here. This, which is either a loganberry or tayberry, has grown tremendously since last year, and it's moved all the way around the fence here. And if we look, I know we're against the sun, but it's gone right down to that second post down there, what you can see, where the blossom is under the tree. Oh, and one final thing, because I don't know whether, I don't think I did a video with this, but Graham's been down yesterday, and just look what he's done. This was completely covered with weeds yesterday morning, and this whole patch here, it doesn't look too bad, does it? He did it all with a hoe. He hasn't got a spade. He uses it. Let me zoom in. That is what he does his allotment with normally. Broken fork and broken spade. I don't think his funds are even worse than mine. I think he has to rely solely on himself, whereas at least I do get some help from parents. But yeah, it's amazing how, he's such a hard worker when he gets down to it. All with a hoe. That's unbelievable, isn't it? Yeah, just fantastic. That's the sort of person who could do with having charity, donations and that towards equipment, because it'd make such a difference to him. Don't think he'd like my spade much though. It weighs a ton. It's a cheapo one of those $3.99 ones. I've had it years, well, my dad's had it before me, but God, when anyone says, oh, can I borrow your spade, and they said, oh, forget it, it's so heavy. Okay, I'm going to finish this video now. Don't think there's anything else I want to say. It's nice to be getting back down here, I can tell you that. I do miss it. When I feel a bit low, and I've been feeling a bit low yesterday and today, Just getting down here, listening to the birds in the background and the cockerels. It just makes you feel that much more better. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.